What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming back to the channel, guys. Alex, Redshift 411, guys. How's everybody doing? Middle of the week, guys, and hopefully everybody's on the streets making money. If you're taking the day off, hey, more power to you. Enjoy it with your family. Rest enough so you can be ready for the weekend. Well, guys, today I wanted to talk to you guys and give you some info regarding Hertz, the rental programs that we have for Lyft, and also Uber uses them. All right, as everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody knows out there that Fare went out of business. They decided to call it quits, so we don't have that platform for Uber anymore. Okay, and if you will compare Fare and Hertz together, they were pretty straightforward. Okay, and the only thing that Uber had with Fare is that they were a little bit more flexible regarding getting that bonus at the end of the week, completing the trips. Okay, they were asking for less trips, comparing them with Lyft using Hertz. Okay, but since Fare is out of the business, okay, it's gonna be, Hertz is gonna get jam-packed now with tons and tons of drivers. Okay, so that means that if you're planning to rent a car, if you were looking into, probably getting into the rental program, I could give you a good advice. Jump on it as soon as possible, because Hertz is gonna get so packed with all these Fare drivers that they don't have a car no more. And they're probably gonna be so crowded that they're gonna be putting people in waiting lists. Okay, and if we get to the point that Hertz put you in a waiting list, that means you're gonna be losing out of money. All right, so imagine if Hertz, since they're getting so packed, all right, because Fare, imagine that Hertz put you in a waiting list for a week. All right, a whole week of work for everybody that is a driver out there, especially full-time drivers. A whole week, it's lots of money. Okay, especially if you have bills to pay on that week. Okay, so make sure that if you're planning to jump into Hertz from Lyft or Uber, okay, because both companies have it, make sure you guys do it as soon as you can. All right, because I am sure that this is gonna happen, that they're gonna start putting people in waiting lists. Okay, now I also wanted to talk to you guys about what is the process. Okay, because lots of people out there, they're not familiar with exactly renting a car, or they have never done it before, or they have questions about that. Now, they're pretty straightforward. Okay, you usually use the app, make your reservation. They ask for your credit card. You show up at the place, whatever you pick. The time they tell you, giving your driver license, giving your credit card, $250 up front, and you're ready to go. All right, now that's pretty straightforward. But what I want to get into is more details regarding the cars that these people offer you. Okay, make sure that you're gonna get into a car that you're comfortable with. All right, make sure that right now that they still have enough cars for you to jump in there, and your car that you're getting into, it's a comfortable car. Okay, don't just jump in any car that they're trying to give you. It could be like a very small car. It could be like a little cheapy car. It might have probably scratches everywhere, or probably everything that has to do with the interior is pretty filthy dirty. All right, so make sure that you guys, when you guys go pick up your car, you guys have to talk to whoever is doing your paperwork, and you let them know that you want to see at least 2-3 cars. Okay, those guys are there. are there to get you in and get you out as fast as they can. All right, so you're gonna have to learn how to talk to these people, because these people are there to make money. All right, they don't want to spend with you half an hour. They don't want to be showing you 3-4 cars. All right, so when you walk in there, make sure that you tell whoever's doing your paperwork that you want to see at least 2 to 3 cars. All right, let them know ahead so they can know already who they're dealing with. All right, because at the end, if you just walk out, that guy, whoever's doing your paperwork, is only gonna walk out with one set of keys. Okay, and that set of keys can be a little cheapy Corolla that is all scratched out from everywhere. The interior is all screwed up, and you're stuck with that car. All right, because paperwork is done, and you just out of the door already, and you don't got no excuses to change it. All right, so before the guy starts the paperwork, make sure to say, hey, I want to see at least 2-3 cars before we start the paperwork. All right, and make sure that you get comfortable in the car. Check the car from the inside, check the car from the outside. All right, and make sure that to take pictures also. Don't let just the rep take his own pictures and you don't take no pictures at all. All right, make sure you take pictures from the sides, from the front, from the back, and make sure you capture the parking lot or any sign that says Hertz. All right, so you guys have something to back up that those pictures were taken right there in the parking lot. Now that we cover regarding the cars and the details, and for you to check at least 2-3 cars before you jump into the one that you're gonna walk out with. Now let's get into what are your chances in the future to change your car. Okay, lots of people, they want a small crossover. Okay, like myself, when I started it, I was looking for a crossover. When I got there, no crossovers at all. All right, so it took me probably 6 months to get my crossover, and that's because nobody wants to let the crossovers go. Okay, nobody. As soon as somebody gets in a crossover, that's it. You know, nobody's stupid, right? Nobody's stupid to give up a small crossover for a little Toyota Corolla. All right, so this is what I'm gonna tell you, and please listen up. This is the way it works. All right, if there's no crossovers and that's what you're looking for, or when you get there, there are only small cars available, but that's not the car that you want. Okay, go ahead and get it. Get it, because as long as you wait, the more money you're losing. And I'm gonna tell you guys how to play the game right now. All right, like I said before, these guys, whoever is doing the paperwork for you guys, are not there to spend half an hour with you or 40 minutes with you. They want to get you in, they want to get you out. All right, if there's no crossovers available or the cars that you want, jump on the cars they have available at that moment. Okay, and keep working. All right, now every week on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, there's lots and lots of cars available, because people brings the cars back on Tuesdays. Okay, remember, Monday is the first day of the week, so that's when everybody starts. Okay, if you're planning to return your car, or if you're planning to switch your car because there was no cars, bigger cars available, make sure you bring your car back on Tuesday afternoon. Okay, because on Mondays, everybody's coming in with the cars, everybody is returning the cars from the weekend, or everybody's returning the cars for the previous week. Do not go there on Monday. Make sure you go in on Tuesday afternoon. You go there and you say, you give them a call and say, hey, I'll be showing up because I want to switch my car. Okay? And most likely they're going to say, oh, we don't have no cars available. Okay? That's what they're going to tell you straight out. And this is why I'm telling you guys, just show up at the office Tuesday afternoon and just go straight talk to the manager. All right? Say, hey, look, since at the beginning I told you guys I wanted a bigger car or a different car, and this is what I got stuck with. I'm not comfortable with the car. I want to make sure that I'm driving a comfortable car for my guests, and so on and so on. All right? That's walking into the office. Now, if that doesn't work, I'm going to tell you guys another trick. All right? If there's no cars available that Tuesday when you walk in, and all you see is just pure cars, exactly the ones like the one you're driving, okay? Or the manager doesn't want to help out at all, okay? He's just telling you, you got to stick with that car, we cannot go back in your paperwork and redo it again, okay? Because you're going to bump into some managers like that, all right? So this is what you do if you bump into one of those managers, all right? You make another reservation the following week to pick up a car on a Monday. Okay? But you got to make sure that when you go pick up that car, that is the car that you're looking for. Okay? So, you make a reservation and you go back to the office where you have your current car. Okay? You close that account and you go get your other car. But make sure that when you make your reservation to talk to the manager from that location and say, hey, I'm looking for a crossover, do you have one? Or I'm looking for a Ford Taurus, do you have one? Or I'm looking for a Nissan Maxima, do you have one in stock? If they tell you they do, make the reservation on the spot and tell them to hold it for you, that you're gonna be there in 2-3 hours. Okay? Now that you got something in your hand, that you got the car that you want, all right? Now you go back to the other office, you return the car that you don't want, or you're not comfortable with, close that contract, okay, and you go back to the other office. That's another route to switch your car, okay? Because all these scenarios that I'm giving you, it has happened to me, all right? I have bumped into managers that they're, stuck with their heads up to where, and they don't want to do or help you at all right? Even if there's cars right there in front of you, they keep telling you, hey, we cannot do nothing, we cannot go back in your paperwork, the car that you have, that's what it is. All right, guys? So, hopefully, this gives you a little bit of info regarding how to deal with the rental programs. All right? Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you're planning to get into the rental programs, it will be a good idea to do it right now, because I'm sure Hertz is going to start making a waiting list for everybody. All right? You don't want to be in a waiting list for a week or 2 weeks, because everybody that was with Fair is coming to Hertz now. All right, guys? Take care of yourselves. Thumbs up the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I bring you good info, okay? So, I see you guys on the next video.